tell us what a day in the life of a pastor slash father slash husband slash author look like for you. How do you manage your time?
Um, well, first of all, I like to know what my priorities are. And so I like to have time with God in the word prayer. I like to have family time and I like to be productive. I am more productive in the mornings and a lot of our family busyness happens in the mornings as well. And so what happens is in order to get it all in, I actually wake up about 4:30 in the morning, 4:15, 4:30. I did not always do that, but the only way I found to be able to get it all in was to do that. I'll pray. I'll get in the word. I'll look at my day, organize my day, maybe even a little bit extra study. When I get that in, I might hop on the treadmill in my house. It's more of a walking pad, and I'll watch a highlight of basketball for about 10, 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll put the audio Bible on with the verses where I can read it as it's speaking while I'm doing this. My kids, because of all the schedule issues, we wake up our kids about 5:30. We have breakfast at 6, and then they're getting all their stuff together. And then right before we have to go and take them all to school, we actually watch about 15 minutes to 20 minutes of Andy Griffith. I just found it's crazy. I found that by doing that, it actually calms them down because it's different than a bunch of the current shows. It's just more calm. And we have a family devotional. We have about a 5 to 7 minute family devotional every day where we pray together and we pray for each other. Then I will take some of my kids to school. My wife will take the other kids to school. And while we're in our cars, we'll pray for the other people in the car. So if it's the boys, we'll pray for the girls and vice versa. Drop my kids off to school. I go work out. And then I usually show up to work a little bit earlier to plan my day or to actually look at what I've already planned for that day and get things started, get into meetings. Each of the weeks, there's different focus. I get the majority of my big work done before 2 p.m. So I like to front load my day because about 2 to 4, I'm kind of my middle. I've got energy, but not as much as the morning. And then about 4 or 5, I'm kind of done. So all the heavy lifting is done earlier in the day. At night, we come home. I pick up my kids, go home. We have dinner at 5:30. Before then, kids are getting homework done. I help them with that. We have dinner at 5:30. And then we'll hang out. If homework's done, we'll hang out, watch a movie, play video games, just talk about what's happened in that particular day. Our kids go to bed. My wife and I try to spend at least a half an hour together every evening. Sometimes more, sometimes at least usually 30 minutes right before we go to bed, brush teeth, whatever needs to be done. We will do a devotion together, and then I will read fiction because when I read nonfiction right before I go to bed, it makes me get all sorts of ideas. So I will read a fiction book, low intensity, so it helps get me tired because my brain is always running and it helps kind of shut the brain down. And then we go to bed and we wake up and do it all again. Now, other days have specific things, prayer mornings, some specific days where I'm focused on writing, Sundays, which is sermon, delivery, and Sunday mornings, which is a little bit different. But that's most of my time